Want really to find someone so beautiful and kind. You want to me with the little things you do. You got me crazy over you. And it's getting stronger. Thinking about you and all the things that we could do. If only you could see all this to me.
I'm fucking with you.
Yep, what it is, and what's going down. It's Tuesday, and it's time for another edition of the Full 180. Hello, hello, out there to everybody who has been getting it in all weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a fun-filled weekend. Had a great time kicking with my family. This one, shout out to my Mr. Uncle, my man, look just like my grandpa, Tony Walker. Man, we had a great time. It's the birthday on Sunday, man. We got to kick it with the fam. Shout out to my cousins. We call them the Fab Five Part Two. So when you ever see us do 5-2, that's what we're talking about. The Fab 5-2. Fab 5-2 is none other than my cousin. I call her with him. None other than Miss Keneal, Tiffany, the Giggle one, Anthony, the big buck boxer. Of course, we got BT, and then I roll it in. I'm the oldest. I had to say it. You know, put some respect on my name. But other than that, look, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. It is Tuesday. One day, 3 more to go. Shout out to all the teachers who have been dealing with this toss test stuff all week. Look, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I don't know how any way to put it. I know the kids tired, but I'm tired. So, but shout out to the kids, man. Shout out to I call my school daughter. What's up, Sam? I know she put it down today. Of course, Brielle, my niece. I call her Leah. The whole fourth grade, we got that swag. You hear me? They brought it today, man. So I hope they had, they did their best. That's all I asked them to do. And that's what we do. Shout out to the fourth grade teachers, Miss McBeth, Miss Downs, Miss Gamble. Of course, I weeded out, but them three, they got me beat in years. So when I tell you, man, they had put their heart and soul into these kids. And it's been a year. It's been a year. But when I tell you the team always prevails. Speaking of team, I'll never do without myself, man. I got my squad in here. I'm about to come up with a name for the squad. When I got my squad in here, hey, forgive me, I'm not gonna do the intros today. But we got our own licensed PLC. We call it AP. And we don't mean assistant PK. She's not a parent. She is the principal. None other than Little Webby, what's happening. We got our own little personal piece of jewelry. We call it jewels, man. You can't buy this. This is finer, like them Zeta Phi babies. Very finer. You can't buy this specialty made, and it's only made for her herself, man. So shout out to Jules. And of course, my brother. We 3 times dope. Can't never turn back. I love him. I don't never say a brother from another mother because I treat his mother like he mine. This is none other than we call him the poet and didn't know it. No longer D. This is Darion because he's a part of Black history. What's up, bro? Since you know, we had the little joke jump last week with the D. Like, hold on, talking clear business. Clear business. What's up, family? How you doing today? Hope you're having a good week. Before we jump into a couple things, let me do this. Ladies, May 19th, if you're not busy, come out, come support my man Big Husky presents Brunch of Love, comedy show, and more. When I tell you comedian Keys, the headliner, Nana, Lady A, Carmen Keys, and hey man, this is going to be exciting. It is a ladies all show. Sponsored by my man Big Husky, the comedian, man. Come out right there in Arlington, May 19th. Of course, your boy will be on the ones and twos, so we definitely gonna have a good time. If you've never been to the improv or hung out with me, you know how we do. Anytime I'm in the building, I'll make sure we go around the globe and we're gonna have a dang good time. So let's get your tickets, man. You can go to the actual website of Arlington Improv, pick those up. Not only that, we going back to the Dallas. When I mean Dallas, we're going back to North Dallas. It is going down. She came out of I'm gonna say hydration. And she says, we own and we pop it one more again. So we are at Shaker Teas, brand new spot, Noel Road, Suite 110, Dallas, Texas. We are putting it down. You know what it is, the open mic experience. Look, we did this at the Experience. We've done this at 413. We going around the globe. We've done this at Kitchen and Cocktails. You never been to this, man. If you a poet, like my boy Darion. If you're a singer, if you just got something you want to spit, hey man, come out, sign up. And we're gonna have a dang good time, man. We're just gonna do a plethora of things. You never know. Might have some karaoke going on as well. So that's going on. You know, Fridays is always an after work party, feel good Friday. And tomorrow night is none other than Thursday night. It's R&B bingo. Man, come out and have a good time. It's simple. If you play bingo, bingo, like we did in preschool, it is the same thing. We just do it with R&B music. Shout out to DJ Janae, who held me down last Thursday, man. She was on point. She's from Illinois. My man Husky brought her in. I was speaking to her. I'm like, hey, come on, man, come DJ. Let me see what it is and what it ain't. So definitely, man, we want you to come out, come kick it. Like I say, it's free to get in. The bingo cards are 2 for 20, 10 for 1. And we try to make the games go a little faster, but you know, it is what it is. We try to get the games cracking about 8:30. So if you can get there early, get your game card. The faster you get there, the faster we can start. That's all thing I can tell you. Other than that, crew, too, I got some questions. I got some questions. Give me one moment here. I heard something today, and I thought was like, D, and this is for us, bro. I was like, look, bro, we slipping. Like, I didn't know this was the thing now. And all right. And earlier I had all this said. See, so I'm telling you, man, life of a teacher, or a perfect teacher. I try to be. All right, here we go. Oh no, that's sorry. I've been trying to kill this. All right, this is what I want you to do. Ladies and gentlemen, please talk. because when he said, I was done when he said Walmart workers. Now I was like, now, bro, she got a job. I don't understand. But he said he dealing with the nurses, with the purses. This is what we got now? This is what we looking for? Did you hear?
We didn't hear it, big
Yeah.
dog.
The video.
Oh,
We could, yeah.
huh?
We didn't hear
What's
the
up?
video.
We
Oh,
didn't hear it.
oh.
Can y'all hear me?
Hold on, I can hear you. Hold on.
I can hear you.
Smart. I used to mess with the skeezers. I used to mess with the hoodlums. But some of the beautiful, you know, in class person, one question answering nurse who made your life wonderful and took me away from all of the poverty and homelessness that I once was in. And now I'm on the biggest cruise ship in the world. Would you look at this?
All right, so did anybody hear any bits and pieces of that?
It sound
Yeah,
mumbled.
No, it sound distorted.
So basically what he said was that he doesn't deal with any skeezers, any Walmart workers, any what did he say? Any something else. He said brothers need to get out here and get them the nurses with the purses.
Yeah.
Because the one that he said no more uneducated women. He's dealing with all educated women from here on out. Would that be a true statement? Is that what we are? The brothers actually looking for the educated one. We used to run from them. Oh. Paul, is he right taking notes?
I'm sorry. I didn't know you took me up. That's interesting, bro. I mean, all I can say is Jews and Webby, I mean, they coming for you. You know what I mean? You say you're only dealing with educated women. So yeah, man. Yeah.
Nurses with the purses. So we not. He ain't dealing with no skeezers. So okay, he said Walmart workers. Like, do it be women at Walmart? Like, I don't
Yes,
know.
absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, I do not be paying attention. I don't go to Walmart.
Listen,
So.
all you got to do. Listen, I had an OG put me on game. He said this is what he used to do. He said he used to do it in Target. He said if he saw like Webby or he saw Jules and he found them attractive, what he would do is he would go and say, you know what, man, I'm trying to pick something out for my sister. She about your size, about your, I'm trying to, can you help me? And so he used to take that. And he said, hey, they would be like all into it. And then next thing you know, they're getting to know one another. And it doesn't mean that they, slapping bellies, but it just means that, like they or getting devoured or not, that's Jews and Webby. But
yes, devoured.
You see that smile of Jew, huh?
Tell them start charging y'all for using my word.
Hey, but all I'm saying is, there are people who meet at the good Walmarts and Targets of the world.
Yeah.
Targets. That's Webby's favorite spot. Anytime she mad, y'all just look for a Target near you. She's gonna be there.
Hey, but you be doing retail therapy?
All the time.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
And that's all I can say. And go look so one time I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with you. Which I realized she walked up and down every aisle.
That's the only way to do it.
I don't want
That's
to.
retail therapy.
No,
You gotta
I can't do it.
understand, feel it.
No, I don't want to go. I'm good.
But
I
to
don't want
answer the question in regards to the video, I typically, I'm not dating anymore because I'm with someone, but dated men seriously who were educated. I have run into men that did not possess the same education as myself, and it didn't turn out right.
Why not?
Because I like to talk, debate. Y'all know I was on the debate team in high school for a whole 1 year, wanted to be
I
an
didn't know that.
attorney for a whole hot second, and my teacher.
that.
So yes, who I talk to is definitely going to have to stimulate me mentally. So, and do I understand that all educated men ain't what that is? Yes, I've run into educated men who I'm confused on who handed them their piece of paper. But that's neither here nor there. But for me and my house, they will
Serving
be
the Lord.
educated.
Jules, so not in the uneducated man. So you mean the uneducated man can't love you? I think it's a man out here that's not educated.
I just
They
think
know how to do things.
I think it's just got to be, what your personality is. Does that person fit it? Like Webby said, she got to be intellectually stimulated. Some women don't need that. I think in the case of this guy, he needs a intellectually stimulating woman. Maybe he dated young chicks or something, or not young chicks, but just chicks that at not at his level. And it was just a bad experience. Like I think in a point in time when I was early on dating, had that same feeling. But I feel like you can meet guys that are not educated and they be really good dudes and have really good conversations and can stimulate you in some ways as well. But you can also meet guys that you can't even have a simple conversation with, you can meet educated guys that will talk you to death and snore you. I mean, like on nothing but books. I think it's, to each his own. Whatever you like, you got to know what you're going in there for. What type of person is best for you?
Yeah, for me, it just didn't work out when they didn't possess the same level of education as myself.
Yeah.
Because we were running out of stuff to talk about. We can only go to the Cliff Club so much.
I guess it does when you think about like lifestyle. That makes sense. You know what I mean?
Foul. So foul. I mean, look, don't get these people coming for me. You saying their names out here. Well,
I ain't say nothing. I just said we can't go to the Cliff Club so much.
Hey, quit saying that. Quit saying that.
Oh, sorry. We can't go to the club in Oak Cliff. That's out there by on Luke.
We done. You threw shit in your Uzi. Leave your Uzi. Put your Uzi down.
Oh my gosh.
Lord have mercy. Well, good. I'm glad we said that. So glad we said it. That's gonna segue us right into the conversation tonight. So look, tonight I put my own little twist on it. I know Jules is going to give you some more background to it, but I want to play the video. But tonight, topic of tonight is the imitation of love. I took that from the Imitation of Life, right? Sometimes some of y'all think y'all really love, but you in love with he performing like for real. He been performing about 6 years. He's still performing. Let me explain.
You got to be careful to fall for the gesture of the relationship. A lot of times, people fall for the performance, and especially for men because we're the ones expected to perform, right? So, two of the main areas we expected to perform is finance and the bedroom. So it's like it doesn't really matter what structure I bring into your life, what intentions I lay on the table, as long as I'm putting the bread up, laying it down. a lot of you see therapy, and those two things are consistent in terms of benefits. They work in, you gotta bring them to marriage, you gotta bring them to boyfriend, girlfriend. So then, you kick it, I'm paying for it, and afterwards, you're getting pleased, you feel me? That man may have never actually brought any structure to your life. He just performed. And unfortunately, again, as you said, when you don't necessarily take the time away to develop standards of your own, like outside of the performance, because I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the performance, but when it's empty, that's when it becomes gesture. It's just an imitation of a good man.
All right, so let's go and get into it. Like I said, imitation of love. He said a couple key points in there, but I want to get your thoughts before I get to them points. Let's start with Jules. Thank you, sweetheart. I always send me the good.
Well, my comments on this video was just basically about, sometimes we go into relationships with no intentions and we get what we get. Sometimes we pick guys because they're doing what we think is a good in a relationship. He treat me for these dates. He putting the D down. What else can I ask for? That was my my comments in that video. Like, it's real. It happens all the time until something happens, or until you want more, or until that's just not enough anymore. What do y'all think?
To be honest, I really couldn't hear what he was saying. So just judging by what you're saying, Jules, then yes, that does become a problem, because eventually you are going to want more. Speaking of my previous relationship, like, I had just gotten out of a marriage, so I was here to kick it, and that's what we did. We was together 5 years, and year 3 into kicking it got real old. Going out all the time, that got real old real quick. It took a while for me because, like I said, I had just gotten out of a marriage, so I didn't want to do anything that resembled my marriage. But so in the beginning, going out all the time, I'm like, I'm here for it. But then after a while, I'm like, we can't Netflix and chill? Like, we can't sit down? Like, what we doing here? And then when I'm starting to ask these questions, it gets, oh, well, that was cool in the beginning. Why is the problem now? That's what we was doing, blah, blah, blah. So I get it.
Yeah. Excuse me, Darian.
Yeah, man. Ooh, I don't know. I think this one's different. This one's different. See, we like a thrill until a thrill ain't a thrill no more.
Let's go.
And then it takes another thrill to keep us intrigued. If the thrill is the foundation for our connection, then it's gonna take a thrill to keep us connected. And the person's goods only last for so long before it gets regular. It can still be great, but it's regular. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my immediate.
Okay, so let's break some of this stuff down. So, and when I say this, I'm thinking of now, 2024. He said that as long as you're financing and putting it down in the bedroom, then it's okay to perform. It's okay to do this. Or we don't, when those things are great, we overlook that he's a narcissist. We overlook he has trauma. He overlook he or she does not have a relationship with anybody in our family. We overlook all these things.
Right.
But why? But why in 2020 now? I mean, because we speak of women being independent and women have came out the background and being, doing this. I don't know if I video a while ago to go what I'm saying, because this is it was an educated woman, but she said, if I sleep with you, we together. Like, how is it in 2024 you saying if he sleep with you, we together?
Well,
You don't know him, but as long as he's paying your rent and paying your car note, I want to be with you, baby. Don't go nowhere. I want to be with you.
I think that's
Sounds like
the point he's making. Like, the point you're making is that you get this dude and he got good performance and he got good behavior in a sense. Not only say good behavior, he got good gestures. And we overlook everything else because those are the main things that we are looking for, or we were looking for in a person. And it's that imitation of love, of what we think love looks like. So it's easy. Love covers everything. You know what I mean? When you infatuated, like you in the moment, let me just put this out here. When you get good loving, and I mean good loving, not that kind of stuff you forget about as soon as it's over. I'm talking about that stuff. You be like trying to get home early too. Or you be like, let me tell you, I'm calling because I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? Or I'm rolling up on you because I'm thinking about it. If you come in the door, I'm ready. That kind of good loving where you want to devour somebody. Use my own word. But I'm just saying, like, it makes you sometimes, you don't even care about nothing else. You could have somebody come at you the wrong way. You could have a crazy day. You could have a terrible class that day, whatever it is, but you know where you're going and you know it's good. And all that other stuff is going to fade away, right? Ever been married before? Y'all know this. When y'all get exactly. Whenever y'all been married or married before, in a sense, like y'all get into an argument and then y'all do y'all thing. What was we arguing about again? So I'm just saying, it's whenever the performance is amazing, it's easy to overlook stuff. It just covers everything. And so when you look up and like Dee was saying, we've been doing this for a minute. It really ain't all that no more. Or I want to say it's not all that. It's just, it ain't got that same effect to it, right?
Bro, I'm just doing time out in a minute. I'm gonna put you really in time out in just a second. Like, you just took it a little too far. D, stop, D.
It made me forget my whole train of thought.
Now, she did that, boy. Yeah, you talk on her. But look, okay, so Jules, go with what you said.
I'm just saying that, we don't have no expectations for that. And, good loving covers, everything. The intention is not that we don't want you or nothing like that. We're just saying that once that stuff get old, then you starting to look around and you see that, oh, well, he came with this baggage. Stuff start popping up, drama, or he just not the person you thought he was because you weren't looking. You know what I'm saying? He didn't need to bring anything else to the table. But yes.
So with that being, so all that being said, like old boy say, he looking for nurses with purses. This educated woman saying we sleep together, we together. I'm gonna let you take care of your business. So when I hear all that, so y'all can educate me, because when I hear all that, I don't hear that he is the imitation. I think you are the imitation. You walk in with low standards, just needing to get digmatized, as my ex Wiggy would say. And then I'm not gonna say what DC, but yeah, bro.
What he
Yeah,
said
you're
was
right.
far more
Yeah,
powerful than what I
I
said.
know. He said if she can suck all the anger out of it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it right there. I ain't gonna touch it. We're not gonna go nowhere. We're gonna let it simmer. Let it simmer. Take that how you
I
want.
don't know about
Take
that.
that how you want.
I don't know about. Listen, I don't know about that. I don't. Listen.
Use a lot,
Listen.
Creed.
There's.
You know what? Put it in the
Use
chat.
a lot, girl. You want
He can't confirm or deny.
to
Confirm or plead the fifth.
Good answer. Good answer.
I understand. We be looking. We looking with
But
it's
Jules,
distracting.
It goes both ways, but I think the person who is the one who's got caught up in that only thing because it was so good that he knocked your back out and you forgot everything. I think you are the invitations. Why do I say that? Because now you hear a lot of women in social media. They talk about being intellectually mature, being accountable, responsible, being this, being that, being that, being this. And some of these women that say it, and dudes, they say all that and sound good, but behind closed doors, you still like doing her activity. So I mean, you still got her intensities. You're not looking for a relationship. You really just out here playing. So are you the imitation in the relationship pool, trying to gather somebody or get a relationship, but then you really just as fake and phony, but then you twist it and put it somewhere
No.
else?
I think okay, let's separate some things.
Okay.
Just because you got good D don't mean you uneducated. Don't mean that you don't have no substance. It doesn't mean that you don't have any substance outside of that. What we're saying is we tend to only look out the gate for those two things. And I'm going to say we're looking for those, not specifically, but when you go in without any intentions, no expectation, no boundaries, no set of like, here's what I need in a man. If you don't even know what that is, then how can you expect it? You don't got no intentions going into this. You don't set no expectations for the man that you're dating, other than he gonna treat and fuck me good.
True. I mean, I get that. So that's why I say
when all of that is just normalcy, and you start putting in some expectations, or you start wanting more, like he was saying, like you want a future with this man, but you got to bring him to the relationship, because guess what? If you didn't pick the man with intentions or with some expectations or some goals of building and on the same plane as you, and he just want to party, or he just want to chill and just whatever, then you find yourself in a predicament, because guess what? You like him, you want him, and you done fell in love with this dude, but he don't want the same things you want in life. He not on them same goals.
You fell in love with what was provided to you.
Yes, and that's what he's saying.
No. I'm not gonna say provided to you. Don't say provided to you, because just like he wanted it, you wanted it too.
But we fell in love with it because that's what you was giving us. That was the gestures that you gave us.
Is that what I was giving you, or
it goes both ways. It was what was provided and what was not required.
Right.
From who?
It was
from
not
required
from whoever. No.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What you say?
So you had the provider, the person who was providing just the D. We're gonna leave it at that. That's all that they was providing. But the other person in the relationship wasn't requiring any more than what was being provided. So
right,
exactly.
So that went both ways. So then I can see what you're saying, Tricky. So that means that both people ended the relationship with imitations, because the one person didn't require any more. She got hit with, he or she got hit with either the anger or the pole, whichever one. And then the other person got so hooked on that they didn't even look beyond that. And here you go, it's 10 years into the relationship, and that's all we still doing.
Because that's, once again, that's all either one party required or expected from the other. So when I heard, as long as you can pay for it, you can. So, and then, you know, nowadays women talk, or not women, women and men talk nowadays about stability. Well, hey, if he got stability, it's like a woman that's married to a man who can take care of everything. He can take care of the house. He can do this. He can do that. Yes, we're talking about. He can take care of everything. So when you start moving around and want to say, and he tell you, "No, nah, you're not doing that," and you look at him crazy, it's kind of like, think before you react, because basically you walked into this situation requiring these things. He provided what you required, so he actually has control. So I will say that I know never is an absolute word, but I never liked when Ricky Smiley said to me on the show that he pays all the bills in the house so he can have all the say so. So did you really want a woman, or did you want another kid in your house that you can control? I don't want to control. It don't matter if I'm paying everything or not. The marriage is two people. It came together to be one. So I don't solely control everything.
But there
and
are
if that's my thought process, then it's wrong. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Will.
You good? I'm sorry, but there are a lot of men who think like that. He just didn't. I'm sure he was bred that way from father, grandfather, uncles. That was the thing. You pay all the bills, and you say what goes on in the house, and that's just what that is. I just don't think that he thought that out the side of his neck. He's a meticulous individual if you listen to his show, and I've heard him say that countless times, that he wants to pay all the bills. He wants his woman not to want for nothing, this and that's how it comes off, that he doesn't want his woman to want for nothing, but ultimately he wants all the control so he can do and say as he so pleases. But it's a lot of men who think like that.
So keep what you just said. I'm sorry, D. Keep what you just said. But so with that thought process, the world that we're living in now, when we say educated women, there's a lot of educated women with that thought process now. If I'm taking care of everything, then I have control. That script that he said in certain areas, not all. I'm not being absolute that every woman that makes more money than a man thinks like this. But what I'm saying is now that narrative is being painted when women make the money. Now they want to have the control. So would it be too far-fetched to say, oh, well, like you said, like you heard him say, and I have too, he wants to have control. But then on the opposite end, when there's the woman doing all that, oh, she doesn't want our control. She's trying to better herself and take care of herself, and this and that.
No, there are some women who want that level of control. That there are some, and we're talking about women who's making 6-7 figures. That they
may be making that, but they still want to be controlled.
That level of control for whatever reason. I don't know. And I've also heard women say who make that type of money that it's hard for them to find suitable partners because they feel like, or that not that they feel, they've come across men who are intimidated by the money that they make. So what do you do with that?
It ain't met a real.
Go ahead,
here's reality. Yeah, I don't think they met a real one. I think actually there are a lot of the scarcity in real ones out there, to say the least. But I'm gonna throw a little spin on this.
Okay.
This is really interesting. I think as my sisters with this, man. You got to be careful what you say, because we hear as men, women say you got to have a certain thing. you gotta have a certain, okay, let's be real about it. You gotta have a size. You gotta have a certain bank account. You gotta have a certain car. You gotta have a certain house.
666.
Things that you
You got to send me more than
gotta
$30 for this. Go ahead.
right. You gotta be able to do this. That sounds good until you meet him. And then when you meet him, he can do all these things. Boy, it messes your head up. Think it's men, right? And I already live it. I just don't want no relationship, want nothing. I just want to kick it, have a good da 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 da. Right? Going up. And then when that person showed up, although there was a great time, different things was great, it was good. It got ignorant when those things, ignorant in the Black community, when those things, when things didn't go a certain way. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay. And that's very valid. A lot of us ask for things, then when we really get them, you're not expecting what you really got. But now that you got it, then you don't know what to do with it. Go ahead, D. You want to say something?
You want me to expound on that?
Yeah, I do.
So just to piggyback on what Dee was saying, we have that. I think, I don't know, everybody have it, but in the hood where I was raised, you wanted a dude that had 6 figures. He was at least 6 feet tall, 6 inches. And that was a standard kind of thing, that was, you look for as, what type of guy you want. It's part of the checkoff list. But it's childish. If you meet a lot of people that hit that marker, that's full of shit. 24/7, because they already know what we're looking for. Just like in this instance, some guys, they already know what you're looking for. They know you're looking for some dude to treat. Know you looking for some good D. And long as they do those things, they can keep you getting whatever they want. And they can keep rotating women, even if they are empty and just full of gestures, even if they don't, all they got is drama that they bring to the table,
So Ms. Hodge, I'm glad you said that. What's up, Hodge? She said you have to set foundation, and I'm gonna get back.
Still,
JC, what's happening? I'm gonna go back to your comments again, but this goes to what they're talking about. She said you have to set the foundation of the relationship. People know pretty quickly if they just want to be physical only or if they want substance. Is that true?
That's true.
When you see somebody, you just want to knock them down.
Of course. Don't guys know that? I don't think this is a gender thing. I don't think it's a girls or a guy.
I wouldn't make it a guy or girl thing.
I know. I'm just saying.
Is that true?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying earlier we were like, girls do this or guys do that, but it's really not a gender thing, because I think it goes both ways. Like, in a sense of like, when guys are dating girls and she's just so, I don't know, she cooked for you and she put it on you, then you really don't care what else she bringing to the table, because right now you're happy.
But I don't. True. I mean, and I was gonna say that's the imitation part. Oh, girl, he washing my car.
And it's not imitation. I don't want to say it's imitation.
What would you call it? It ain't real.
Because some people how you know it's not real? What if that's just the way that person operates in general? That's just who they are. They just don't bring nothing else to the table, or they come with a whole bunch of other stuff that you don't want to deal with.
So if that's all I bring to the table, and I'm showing you something that is not real, that's an imitation. That is
It,
fake. That
who
is
said it's
phony.
not real? So you're saying
Because I'm using it to get to my agenda. Based upon his comment, what we just heard, you're using something to get to the agenda. If I know I don't want to be with you and I want to knock you down, you think I'm not going to take you out to eat? You think I'm not going to send you no flowers? You think I'm not going to do something special? I'm going to get you all buttery up. And then when I finally can knock that down, and I knock it down right, and you run around like a chicken with your head cut off, and I'm on to the next. It's an imitation. He plays you. You know what you want and what you don't want. Now, I would say, I mean, I can't say I see it sometimes, even with like I laugh at my brother all the time because I always say I take him out the water, I throw him back in, and he gets some good ones. But what tripped me out about one young lady that I asked him about, he said, bro, she likes to sabotage her relationships. I'm like, what do you mean? Like she gonna find something wrong. But she gonna take him out to eat. She gonna date him. She wanna see him. But as soon as he hit her with that, like, hey, let's kick it, like let's be together. Then now all of a sudden you found something wrong. I said, so she just playing games. So she was showing you an imitation of what you could really have, but she really wasn't gonna give you that. But
yeah.
so let's move on to what he said. It's something else that he said I want to highlight. He said, you don't know, in his context, he said, you with this dude, he knocking you down and spending all this money, taking care of you, your rent, all this kind of stuff here, right? But he doesn't even bring any structure to your life. Now, when you hear the word structure, I want everybody to answer. What do you, when I say bring structure to your life, what does this say to you? Or what is your thought of somebody bringing structure to you? Anybody can answer. I mean, it's fine. Where we go ahead? Everybody standing? You good? Yeah, we here? Y'all hear me?
Making a plan, give a pattern, organization.
Come on, girl.
That's what structure means.
Okay, so what does it mean to you? And thank you for that explanation.
That's what I do.
Right.
Right. But what is structure to you though?
I mean,
what does structure look like? Just when you hear the word to yourself, someone brings structure to you. What is that in 2 or 3 words? Not necessarily a definition, but what is it to you? Because we know the definition, but it's a lot of stuff we know we don't follow.
well, for me, structure is about building, like there's some cohesiveness and some comfort, and we're moving in a direction, there's some foundation or some, there's a plan. Like she said, there's a plan in place. Like expectation.
What are we doing?
Well, yeah, exactly. All we doing out here is, ain't no structure. It's just like, Webby gave that example earlier. Us out here in the field, chilling, we kicking it, we going to the clip club every
But that was structure.
That's not structure. That's not structure. That's just chaos. We just kicking it, having a good time. We ain't building nothing. We ain't going nowhere. We having a good time. We blowing with the wind. If the wind say, oh, we gonna go over here and do this, and we gonna go over here and do this. If we gonna go over here and do that, the wind say, we gonna go over here and do that. If I feel happy, I'm doing this. If I don't like it today, I ain't doing that. There's no structure. There's no expectation. It's just a feeling.
Okay. The structure. I got
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I have 2 thoughts. One, I'm curious, how old was this gentleman?
How old was what?
This gentleman at the Cliff Club.
Oh.
No, at the Cliff Club.
You got to ask her, bro. I thought you were talking about something else.
No, structure. I think the greatest structure, I think the structure is, it starts with being present, right? And can I show up and do every day? You know what I mean? But to me, that's where it starts. Yeah, structure ain't always figured out up front, but it's something that you got to figure out together.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
But
where do
stick
you
to
guys?
it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I just said when you said it, you got to stick to it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Want to keep build in your structure. Funny, but I'm saying like if that's
your phone breaking up real bad, bro.
hold
Are
on.
you in and out? You cool? Just in and out. Yeah, do what you gotta do. So, and I'm gonna get D to get the chime back. So, we read the definition, and
You cutting out.
I probably done lost y'all. Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. So we talking about structure. So this is my question. Now, would you say structure is warranted when you're in a relationship? Yes, yes, no. You
Yes.
shake your head. You know what? Okay, cool. So if structure is warranted, when someone brings you structure into your relationship and you've been one of those, I've been doing this on my own, or I'm the six-figure person and I got this and I got that. No matter man or woman, if structure is warranted in your relationship, when somebody brings structure, why are you so quick to have pushback? What do I mean? So we talk about leading all the time. So if your husband or your significant other come in and he makes a plan, this is what we're going to do. Now I'm gonna tell you from my experience. When I made that plan with that particular person, it was, why are we doing that? Well, what's this? Well, what's that? Well, what's that? Now I've given you all the details and I've made the plan. But anytime there's a plan being made, we have to sit in a courtroom like I'm being prosecuted about what I'm making plans about. So if structure is warranted and you want structure, you want somebody to provide some type of structure in some type of manner, whether you already come with structure, and then sometimes the structure that you have, some of the time it needs to be demolished because your structure is unsettled. What I mean by being unsettled, you're not healed. You still working on hurt. You still playing. You still playing the what if game. You still have thoughts of jealousy. You have thoughts of let me make sure I have an option B because in case this doesn't work out, or your whole structure of your mind is unsettled. Now, if you have somebody that comes to you and be like, hey, I can offer you, okay, I see she does this, so let me try to structure her in this way. But then oftentimes we get pushback, male or female.
So let me tell you why you're getting pushback.
Okay.
First of all, structure that you build with a partner is built together. So in order to create structure, you got to do it together. Like you can't go off and make your own plans for shit because you're not by yourself.
So basically, but if you want me to lead, I'm making plans for us.
No. A good leader seeks counsel. A good leader seeks counsel.
You're not counsel. You saw counsel, and then I came to you and had the conversation. Then I saw counsel. I said, I make a plan. And I came in and said, hey, babe, I think we're gonna do this for the summer. We're gonna go here, da, 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 da. What you think?
Think you froze. Oh.
Oh no,
I thought you yeah.
No, I was just my thought process is a little bit different. If you would have came to me and was like, hey, you said you wanted to do such and such, or you put this idea out here and I kind of ran with it and here's what I came up with. And it is not the final plan, then it's a great leadway into, hey, this is a great idea. Let's look at it and see how this works for both of us, and then, you know, finalize it together. You know what I mean? But if she come in there and say, okay, well, let's exclude this because I don't really want to do that, or because it don't really fit our budget, or because I just I don't want to, you know, and you get offended by that. I mean, that's just something that you kind of got to deal with in yourself. It come back to the table and say, okay, well then what do you want to do, or whatever else it is. If you're building something together, then it has to be both input. You know what I'm saying? If you go out and say, or your wife say, or girlfriend or whoever, you say, she says, oh, I want us to learn how to do pottery. Okay. Well, let me go out and schedule a pottery class. You know what I'm saying? And the pottery class is on the same day she got an exam, or the same day she got a meeting, or the same day y'all got some other stuff. That she got some other stuff that you just don't know about. And then she come and say, yeah, I can't. It's it's about communication. It's about opening up to each other and being okay with yes and no, and accommodating each other for whatever reason it is. Building and structure is a joint effort thing. It ain't one-sided.
I'm gonna intervene, and I do think it's a little bit of both. Not the one-sided part. I think it is the togetherness. But if I'm saying you my man and I want you to take charge, I don't necessarily want to be included in every decision. I'm just being honest.
Well, then
I need to be able to trust
something you build.
But what comes with that is the trust in knowing that you gonna do, and I don't have to be included. I'm not saying, like, there are two examples. If we say in our relationship, okay, anything over $500 that warrants a conversation, and you want to go buy the latest 2025 Tesla, and you just showed up with it at the house, I'm be looking at you sideways, because I'm like, baby, that's way over $500. I'm confused. But if you came home and the pipes burst or something crazy, I'm being real extreme, that don't warrant you calling me, like, because I'm looking like you ain't want to call the person to get this fixed before I got here. Like, that didn't warrant that kind of conversation. You was like, get it done.
And that's my thing. That's the conflict. Go ahead with it.
Oh, that's what I'm just like. Some of it is just I don't. Everything is not a $3,000 conversation.
But you got to have the conversation, and before y'all got to build that out, though. Y'all got to build out what can be conversated, what needs to be discussed, and what doesn't.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
How would he know if you need to come about the $50 or not?
Well, that's obviously that particular thing would have been a conversation that we would have had. But if my mate see that there is a need, there's no conversation. Just do it.
And that's my point.
Just do it. Because I would hope that he would be that in tune with me to know when I need something, you need to talk to me about it. Just do it.
And that's my thing when I hear leadership. People, men and women, say they want leadership, but then when you lead, you can keep yourself out the way to let me do what I need to do. It's a contradictory to I want somebody to lead me. So you want me to lead you, but then you want me to lead you, but before I make this plan, I need to talk to you. As a man, I don't want to make every decision. If I'm out of town DJing and something is wrong, take care of it. I'm not there. Just take care of it, and we can talk about it when we get there. I got enough common sense to know, or you should have enough common sense to know, the person that you with is going to take care of it. In my mind, this is what I call people being don't want to lose control. But then you say, like that lady said, when we listen to her, I want somebody to help me with these birds. No, you don't, because you can't lose control enough for somebody to come out here and take care of it. And then when they do take care of it, now we got to have a whole conversation about it.
Right, because if I'm out of town and something happened at the house, obviously I can't deal with it. Now you might want to call and say, "Hey, babe, this is what happened. This is what I did." But to call and ask me what we fixing to do, because that's not gonna do anything but put more stress on me. Because I'm away from the house and I can't deal with it. I would hope that you would call all necessary parties to get it situated. But that doesn't mean don't talk to me about it. That doesn't. I hope I'm making sense of what I'm saying. It doesn't mean not to inform me about what's going on. That was the word I'm looking for. But in that, you don't need to talk to me about that. Get it done, because I'm be doing this. Why are you asking me? I'm 300 miles away. I don't know.
I'm saying, what you want? Well, go get it done, right? It's okay. Go get it done. Whatever needs to be done, go ahead.
You need some money?
Yeah, I'm like, it's money in your account. Go take care of it. I ain't have, it's some stuff is so, it's like Lauren here, it can all be so simple. But some of us make certain situations so hard. We talk at the side of our neck about that's why I asked if structure is warranted. Because if it's warranted and you want it, why are you so quick to push back against it? Now, certain things, yes, I definitely agree with you, Jules. Certain things, yes, certain things have to be built. Certain things have to be discussed. But everything is not like, it's not $1 million conversation to me. It's like, so did you go take care of it?
Yeah, now money, I think that always warrants a conversation, because money gets tricky. I don't care if you've been married 2 weeks, 2 days, or 20 years. Money gets tricky. And if we said in 2025, a conversation is warranted over $500, that needs to be what it is.
Big D, you on now. Talk to me, bro.
Good leadership understands first of all, good leadership wants to be trusted. Like a leader, any type of leader want to be trusted to lead. And we also got to be careful, because we got to be mindful of those things that can communicate a lack of trust. Your heart can be in the right posture, right? But your behaviors are off. It's not aligning with your heart's posture. If your heart's posture is to trust me, but every move that I go to make from a leadership perspective is being questioned, is being challenged, is being like, it's being ridiculed or overanalyzed, then it just doesn't communicate like trust, right? But as a leader, you got to also communicate. You got to understand those things that can cause a person not to trust you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of both in. Like, you can't make a decision, but then don't take ownership for the decision that you made. You can't make a decision and then get defensive when someone is really seeking to understand the decision that you made and why you made it, right? So it's a both and, to say the least. But a good situation, how do you navigate two people that like to lead? And I think that's a thing, right? How do you navigate like a situation where you got a person that is capable, right? And last point I'll say is that leadership is not just on one person, right? Leadership is a collaborative effort for the greater good of our household. A good leader understands when to delegate something and allow somebody else to do it, because they are just better at that than you are. That's their natural line. So that kind of goes back to that creating structure piece. But man, look, if we're so concerned about these nuances and all the stresses of leading and who's leading and who's doing what, all the times that means we're not having fun in our relationship. We talked about all the fun stuff, right? Like the going to the Cliff Club, the getting some barbecue from the barbecue man after the Cliff Club, because they got some food. They out there with You know,
I give them all the free publicity.
we talking about like because if Webby was at the Clip Club, she probably went to the Blues Palace. And the thing is, it's one of them things. Too, it's one of them things too where like, you. It's in those times where you create those memories, man. And we sacrifice our fun for trying to overanalyze structure instead of allowing structure to reveal itself, and you continue to have fun with the person that you're with. So that's just my thought. Don't lose the fun in your relationships. Don't lose the spontaneous stuff in your relationship. If you like the way that person drops it off on you, keep liking it. Like, keep liking it, right? If she got some great anger management, listen, enjoy the anger management. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it is what it is. Like, it was made for you to enjoy it. Like, God didn't give it to us for us not to enjoy it, but we got to do it within in reason and within obedience. But again, like I don't want to lose sight of. I don't want to get too bogged down by the stress of leadership that I forget this is a person I also like to have fun with. So.
Cool beans, cool beans. All right, so we at that point, man. We're gonna have running. You know what that sound means. Stop for the 2 minute drink. We're gonna get it on and popping. Hey Jules, when you gonna last you first out?
Okay.
Cool. All right, so wait, let's go. 2 minute drill.
Oh, it's on me?
On your thoughts of imitation of love.
Well, there won't be no imitation if we had our standards and requirements ready to go from the start. That's it.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
Hold on, let me stop my mic.
Thank you. There you go. Good job.
It's on me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we just want to pray for those 646 people in the world. We want to just continue to lift them up. That's just not making the bar, just continue to lift those people up. And then, at the end of the day, we also want to, like, I have a genuine thrill of seeing people laugh. I ain't gonna lie to you. And
Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
Because at the end of the day, like, we're not smiling, we're frowning, or we're not smiling, we're just dull. So I just want to make sure that everybody continues just to have fun with people, man. Enjoy people, like enjoy each other, because man, life ain't promised, man. So really completely and find opportunities to fully enjoy each other, continue to create memories. And it is in those memories that those are the things that sustain you when things are hard. So that'll be my advice.
Mine's real simple. I always say at the end of the show, love, live, and laugh. Find a way to make it happen. It's enough in the world that's going to destroy you. We go out here every day and see it. Whether it's us, whether it's somebody that we know, someone we're close to, find a way to always get back to love, live, and laugh. Jules! Once again, I appreciate the topic, sweetie. Go and tell us your last 2 minutes, please.
My last 2 minutes is just, live in the presence. If you realize that you in it with somebody that is got good performance and pay the bill, enjoy it.
Well, that's it, man. Look, I hope you take something from it. Go have the conversation yourself. Hey, Jules, while you praying, we still praying with these kids. We got one more start test to take, man. I'm still super proud of them, proud of all the teachers. Thank you to all you parents who put up with, it's a lot with the school system, the admin, trying to make sure the kids study. Hey, we it's definitely a village, and we definitely can't do it without you. So, and of course, I pray all the blessings and whatever God has on shelves for these 3 individuals, because they definitely deserve it.
Am I praying it out?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
All right, y'all bow with me. Dear God, we come just thanking you for being an awesome God that hears us and answers. Lord, we want to come asking you to just give these kids the remembrance from the studying that they've been through all school year. Allow them to recall the things that they have studied, allow them to perform perform well on these tests, and just, go out here and knock this test out, the STAR test that they have to go through. Each and every one of these teachers, allow the teachers to have patience and a little bit more endurance to be able to get through the last, this testing week in the rest of the month into the next month, so school can be over with, that they may have peace, and that they may have joy that it's almost over. And also for these parents, that they be able to provide these kids with some good sleep tonight and whatever support they need, walking out that door in the morning, that these children may be successful. Also to those who are listening and everybody that's on the show, just, continue to open our heart and allow us to just learn more and grow more in our own relationships each and every day. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Look, you know how we do things big, believe in God, because he definitely believes in you. Faith and fear cannot dwell in the same place. And like I said earlier, always while you're on this side, before you get to the other side, figure out how to love, live, and laugh. Man, on behalf of Jules, my big brother, Dariana, and of course, our own principal, not an AP, Little Webby, we appreciate you joining us tonight on the full 180. Look, next Tuesday, I promise you, this is this topic right here. I'm gonna give it to you. We're going to talk about the nuances, the differences of building him versus building her up. Lead on your brain, let you think about it, man. We'll catch you back right here. And since my boy said something about this anger, this is how we're going to end the show.
Yeah. All the ladies. Cowboys. Kicking it with my boy Luke. So it's not free, you know what I'm saying? Because we will be knocking them boots. Yeah, Shazam, they gonna do a little something for you real sexy, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, check your verse. The back when we made good love, listen to some more, baby, all night long. I want that whole thing back. These moments for a second come back. Don't want you. I do it for anything. The body rocking, knocking boots all night long. Hey. Make your energy to tie you to the break of dawn. But oh, come on, turn the lights down. And it's on it. So when I do to me and you, it'll be so fast. Give me some good love. Give me some good love. Give me some good love. Give me some good love.